but you don't have to only place a wager on one person, Brian.
That's right, that's right.
You can pick a couple. As one falls by the wayside, there's also a parlay opportunity with multiple categories. So scan the QR code, play NHRA, our initiative. Wherever you are around the country, you don't have to be here at the facility. It will tell you what's legal, what's available in your area. It'll tell you maybe it's daily fantasy. There are some fantasy games that are available to play out there. Play NHRA, scan the flow code to find out more information.
Beautiful shot of locomotive in the mountains there in the background as Blake Alexander and Alexis DeJoria get ready to fire their cars up. You know, there was a pattern out of Blake Alexander and Jim Head's car that they have since erased, but it was a pattern that plagued them for a couple of seasons. And that pattern was, if they missed the first qualifying run by some method, it would be the whole weekend they'd be kind of trying to chase back to the center. What they have done repeatedly this season, if they haven't necessarily made the best run in Q1, they've been able to bounce back quickly in qualifying session 2. And I was talking to a guy a couple of weeks ago, actually, on the way back from Dallas, and we were talking about drag racing, and I said, you got to look at it almost like a golf tournament, because a golf tournament is a multi-day tournament, but one bad shot can sink a whole 3-4 days of work, unless you're a really good golfer that can put yourself past that and make it back up again. And that's what these guys seemingly have been able to do. They no longer seem to fall down this trap where they miss the first run and don't kind of get back to it the rest of the weekend.
The last 2 seasons for Jim Head have been great. They picked up a Wally each year, have found the consistency and been able to go out there and run with the big dogs when needed with those 380 runs. Now, Jim is set. We have not learned yet how to run 384, but we're getting there. So it is
Agora vai andar os funny car.
Someone who's won
Carros
US
de
Nationals,
12 mil
top
cavalos
fuel
de
funny car,
potência.
a legend of the sport out there having some of his best times right now.
Dando tapa na pista ali.
So Jason Galvin is down at the starting line with Jack Beckman.
Yeah, number 2 in qualifying right now. Funny car here, Jack. You were talking to Dean Antonelli. I think you guys are going through kind of like personal stuff there or whatever, but I want to talk to you about race car stuff here. The crew chiefs that I've talked to are throwing out some pretty lofty expectations for this session here. What is your team loaded up for as we go into this run?
I'll tell you as soon as I clear the finish line.
Okay, good deal.
We'd like to think the crew chiefs will call our shot, and ours are actually really good at it. We just went 385, which was second best the first session, and it was far from perfect. Clutch wear was off a little bit, but what it tells me is our tune-up has such a big window, even when we miss it, we still look pretty good. But I'm not sure if the track record's in threat now, because we're not doing the late sessions like we once did, but this track's about as good as the weather will allow right now, and it's kitchen sink time.
Looking forward to it. Let's go to the top end and Alan Reinhardt.
I'm sorry, I missed the throw. Bob Taskin, that didn't look like a whole lot of fun for a guy who had a lot of fun last time we were here.
Yeah, hey, listen, last time we...
22 miles an hour, exactly what we talked about before this run, the bounce back. They did not fall down the rabbit hole here, but for Alexis DeJoria, it appeared after the finish line. She goes 392, but again, going left.
Blake Alexander, 5th, Alexis, 8th, both improving. Let's check out the replay. Look, she's already pointed at the center line, going there, trying to save the run. Off the throttle early, is able.
Seemingly able.